As the USD appears to be increasing traction lately across all major pairs, the scenario we have on the New Zealand USD just struck my stop loss at 0.633220, and I was able to lock in at around how many pips? 54 pips approximately on this one. And the reason why I moved my stop loss to this area was basically because of the structure we identified here. After this impulse move, we saw that as soon as price got into 0.63740 area, we begin to see multiple rejection of this level, which gives us a clue into the tension at this point where sellers are actually sabotaging the efforts of the buying momentum as price is unable to find a breakout of the structure at this point. So allow me to close to delete this as we no longer have this no longer holds any value at this point as we already hit stop loss on this level. So what we want to be looking for to is this. When you zoom closely into what has been happening since the beginning of yesterday's trading session, we saw that consolidation phase around here, which emphasizes how the indecision has gripped the market in the last 24 hours. Now, with the structure at this point, I'm seeing it more like a reversal pattern considering the long-term bearish momentum on this pair. So with this structure identified here, more of a reversal pattern, I want to see a breakdown, a retest of the structure to join the decline to the downside. And how is that going to be? Considering the fact that this is a reversal pattern, then this area around this place will be our neckline going forward. So our neckline is right at 0.63500. If you will allow me, let me label this neckline now. Yes, let's key level at 0.63500, which is now serving as our neckline going forward. So what this simply does to us at this point is to guide our action going forward, as we want to be looking for opportunities right below that key level instead of right above that level. However, if we do have a breakout of that structure, then we want to be looking for opportunity to buy the kiwi against the greenback. However, considering the long-term bearish momentum on this time frame, on this pair, if allow me to show you what's happening on the daily time frame, which I already did in my previous video on this one. But to have a quick recap of what is happening on the daily time frame, we can see that we're really on a long-term bearish momentum as price action. If we go down to the 3 hours time frame, we will see that price action has been rejecting that supply zone we identified earlier in the week around this area. If you look at what has been happening since the beginning of the month, we saw that impulse leg where we saw moves where level that had been holding price action for over a week became an area where sellers gather to take advantage of the market. And we can see since the breakdown of that demand zone, we saw that price has been holding that supply zone, that 0.63 or 0.63850 area as a supply zone, which is also respecting that ray of bearish trend line we identified earlier. Though we had a breakout of that trend line at this point, but considering the long-term bearish momentum on this time frame, on this pair, we want to be hoping that since this is a supply zone and we saw how sellers have been sabotaging the effort of buyers at this point in time, then you will agree with me that looking for signals in the form of a breakdown of structure and retest into structure with structures with patterns that confirms a downtrend continuation looks more sensible at this point. So if you will allow me, since this no longer needed, I delete this, we no longer need this one anymore, as we will change our focus to bearish momentum at this point in time. So with a pending order right sitting at this place at 0.63304, we want to place another one right around. Sorry, it's already taken out. So we have the pending order right at this place. Then we should be having our position looking more like this, with a stop loss right above that neckline at around 30 to 35 pips. We want to be looking at a take profit target at one of this ray of trend line, or probably go into the profit target area we identified earlier in the week, which falls at around 0.61600, which is approximately 170 pips at this point. So with this regard, this is what I'm going to be looking forward to going into the later part of the New York session, and we hope that price move as expected. However, it is pertinent, it is worthy that I state here that we want to be looking for structures right below that key level and not above that key level for bearish momentum at this point. So if you allow me, I will pause the video at this point and be rest assured that from time to time, I will definitely share updates in the comment section on my TradingView account as that price action is being monitored. So on this note, okay, we have two positions pending order already, 0.63 to 50 to 58. Yeah. So on this note, I want to wish you a wonderful